but... Alright. And then... Here... And... Here... Silly enters the room. And then I go here... And... The thing... What? And we are ready. Like, I'll set this up here. There we go. Just in case it's needed, it's here. Alright. Oh, I said, the smoothness on this. Am I looking at the right thing? Yeah. Smooth. Yeah. Okay. Look at it. Hold up. That's better. There we go. I'll fix it. Maybe. I kind of fix it. Did I set the thing? I think I did. Da, da, da. I'm really high. Now I'm curious to see if YouTube is showing correctly. Because I still can't, fix it. It's one of those evil things. I don't understand the thing. I don't understand. It's gonna be another of those cases, isn't it? But we'll see. I think it should be broadcasting to YouTube, technically. I don't know if the rest is. That'd be nice. But we'll find out. It's okay. We're here. We're here. It's what matters. We be chilling. I tried to set things up a little bit better so that I can keep track of what's happening. A bit better, I hope. Should be working okay. In theory. I don't know if it is or not. That's the evil part, but we'll find out, I guess. We'll find out. Actually, don't Restream, behave, make things work okay? Yeah, you can do it, Restream. You can do it. Yeah. Actually, I think there is a way for me to test. I just remembered. If I do this, I think It should make it appear on everything? Oh no, it's not. Because I don't see Botrix's message. Why? Hmm, great. Yeah. So remember I could do that. Ah, what can I do now? Um, nothing. Yeah, YouTube is not working. That's the thing. Again, if the stream is running, the text is not working. Restream fucked something up somewhere. That's how I test it. I remember that I can test it by sending a command. Because when I send it through the restream, it sends to both, right? It, and I'm not seeing it in the preview. Meaning, meaning that it's not showing. That's fantastic. Yay. I just love it. Yeah. Yeah. Shit. Um, can't do anything about that. That's the problem. Because when I set it up, Restream is changing the settings for both, right? I actually see it changing on everything. Um, but I can't test the chat itself because of the way it works. So Restream is doing the thing. Hi Bart, hi. So Restream is sending the stuff to both, right? But it's not actually. It's streaming to both, not sharing the chat correctly for both. Ugh. I wonder if actually not Restream's fault, but something YouTube changed that is unannounced, and so it's in the background, and there's a result. It happens, you know, that kind of thing. How am I gonna fix that for the stream at least, in case someone appears? I can reply to what they say. I have an idea. Maybe. Mm. Let's find out. I don't know if this is gonna work. Okay. I hope it does. I don't know if it will. Um, we're about to find out, I guess. Have you taken Restream chat and removed the background? I don't have to. The Restream chat has an embed itself, specifically with no background, so it's transparent. I just plopped it there. Um, it's a specific embed they have for streams. Um, so I don't have to do anything. I don't have to remove background. It's just it's like that already. I just have to resize it, and it works. Which is really convenient. I don't have to do anything. Except it would be cool if it worked. Because, let me send. Oh, shit. For a moment I stopped seeing chat. Give me a second. It's low, a bit hard to hear you. I didn't check. How low was low? Lower than usual? Because I didn't change anything on my side. Should be the same as yesterday and the day before. No settings were changed. It's if I it does seem to be lower for some reason. What the hell, yes? Hmm. Yeah, I'm noticing the thing is not going to yellow like usually does. Windows did something. That's that's the gist of it. Windows did something. And I don't know what. Yay. Because this PC here is still on Windows. It might be everyone because I can see that even the audio capture, like, yeah, I'm muffled. I might be because I accidentally may have ruined something in the microphone physically yesterday for um reasons that happened back then. Uh, and I mean actual hardware. So that might be affecting things a tad. So still, I am noticing this is lower. So let me try and, I don't know, increase the gain. Thank you for the follow, Joel. Welcome stream. Welcome day. So yeah, things might be a bit screwed. Um, but let me try and adjust something. I'm already boosting it by 25%. Because I always boost by normal. Like, normally this is always lower, right? So I always boosted it. Okay. Hi, Mariah. Hi, hi. Let me... I'm gonna boost it again and let's see what happens, you know? Why am I doing that? I'll just do this. Okay, it should be louder. Is it better? It's no longer just boosted by 25 like before. It's boosted by 50%. Or is it too much? And it's actually gonna start distorting. I hope it doesn't distort. Uh, I hate Windows, you know? I really do. I just didn't... This one is still running on Windows, unfortunately. This specific PC that I'm pointing at. Hi, Mariah. Hope you're doing well. Hi, hi. Can you hear me now? Is it better? At least? I hope. Please, please. Please, please, I don't know, I think so. I don't know what to tell you. It shouldn't be. Again, it's just stuff happening. I don't know what stuff is happening. It should be on, but it's loud and clear. Okay, that's something good at least. Yeah. If it's not working, it's that thing that sometimes the service is off. But the service is on. It's here. I'm looking at OBS. It's there. So if it's not working, it means the website that handles that part is down and I can't do anything about it. In that case, I can't do anything about it. Because there isn't one single centralized thing for overlays, unfortunately, so that's gone until whenever it's back on. Then I can't do anything about that. Hmm. Have you discussed UV? I didn't discuss anything. I just started because I had issues. I guess I still am apparently. So I had to like restart the computer like twice. Um, yeah, here we are. I had to restart the computer twice and VR twice. I'm just doing two, but it's not tracking the ring finger. Hi Archie, hi hi. It has been a long time indeed. Hope you're doing well. Hi hi. You had another name too, I think. At least slightly different. But welcome. Hope you're doing well. It's been a while. Why is the ring finger not working? Hold up. 'Cause I'm doing a V. Yeah. Okay. This is going well, isn't it? Oh my god. I'm adjusting my hand. Hope you're doing well, Harper. Okay, I kinda cheated it to make it work, I think. Kinda. Partially. Very, very partially. Uh, hi. Seems to be fine. Ish. I think. Maybe. Within the things that are working, it seems to be fine. That's what matters. And I can't do the Oh my god, I hope no one appears on YouTube. I hope no one chats on the YouTube side because I can't see it. Yay! Doing well, got the job, hope you're doing it so fast. I can't complain. Thank you. Besides some problems that delayed the stream that should have started like an hour ago. Yep. We're doing okay. You can see it. Fantastic. Glad someone can. Uh, that is so weird. It started this week. Even Wednesday stream had that issue with YouTube, but I can't test it because of the way YouTube works. Unless I make a stream just to test. Can I delist the stream? I'll think about it. Actually, I think there is a way to test. If I do a stream, but I don't actually share it, and I have it delisted, because I think that'll work. Maybe. I'll do that. Maybe. Congrats on the new job. Yeah. And maybe it'll work. Maybe. But, of course, that's gonna be later. Today, I'm sorry if anyone is on YouTube watching. Chat is not working. At least I can't see it. Something's borked. I am. If you can and type on the Twitch side instead, that'd be fantastic. If not, I am so sorry. If not, I am so sorry. um, it's an evil thing. It's okay. We'll manage, and that's what matters. Yeah, a lot has been happening. A lot has been happening. Ubisoft is completely annihilating itself, which is fascinating. In a way that I haven't seen in a long time. A company wreck itself. It's incredible. But then we have good news, you know? Dragon Ball Super is coming back. At last. And we had Jujutsu Kaisen, Maki's episode. It's great. Everyone couldn't stop posting spoilers though. That was very hard to avoid. It was really very hard to avoid all those spoilers, goddamn. And he changed the original model probably so many times since last time you saw me. Improvements, you know? I'm always the same. Just upgrades. Including the entire place, you know? Which is now 1-to-1. Supposed to be telling through soon. My hi, Luke. Welcome stream. Okay. Correct beast. And the video's doing alright, then I became a prisoner overnight. Now I gotta figure out how to do it right. So much to learn. Heck yeah, you can do it. Walk on stream, Remy. I know. I'm pretty well. I guess that is definitely a character development. Yeah, things may have changed since last time some people saw me. The model is indeed different and upgraded. The world is different too. Everything got upgraded and stuff. It's one-to-one with my office. That's actually where my chair is. That is my computer. That is indeed my couch. Etc. 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 So, it works hard. It works hard. Can't complain. Hi, Amachi. Hi, hi. I can stream. Hope you're doing well. Hi, hi. Da, 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 da. Ah, sorry about that. You Saturn Saturday. What? No. Thank you for the follow, Regro. There's no other side. I don't know what you're talking about. The right today playing pool, but I'm snowed in. That's a drink home. That makes sense. Yeah, I heard a lot of people are having, like, it's even snowing here. It never snows here. But no, Saturday nights is always here. And YouTube. When YouTube works, anyway. Saturday night is always here. Wednesday night as well. Usually, I think. Yeah. So I don't know. I think you may be looking at the schedule wrong. Do you want to build a snowman? You can definitely build a snowman. Thank you. Saturday night drinks and watching the Rolex 24 hours at Daytona. Daytona. Da-da-da-da-da. Do I want to build a snowman? Do you want? Why not a snow woman? Yeah, I don't know why. I just know that part. I just know that one little part, and that's it. It works out, you know? It works out. Do you want to build a snowman? Or something. Dun, 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 dun. Have you tried winter fishing? I have never tried that. Yeah, small woman. I'm playing Jackbox with friends. That's a game. A prisoner can tell Dodima is reinstated. Hey, that works, you know. That works. Tomboy, snow woman! Yes, that is the correct thing to do. This thing on over. Hello, hello? Hi, Travis. Hi, hi. I can stream. I'm pretty well. We be chilling. It's raining outside. It's okay, don't worry about it. It's raining outside. But it'll happen. Also, it's mostly ice. I mean, then it becomes an ice woman. It makes sense, right? Ice woman. Yeah. No, it's not. Only because I turned it on today. It's only because I turned it on today. It's cold, you know. It was snowing earlier too. Imagine. It was snowing here. It never snows here. In all my life, I've seen snow twice where I live. Not counting when I went to a place that does actually. Don't take that out of context. Was there a possibility of out of context? See, there it is, Ren. Kinda. It's kinda raining. It's kinda I don't know how my brain can't process how I could take that out of context then. I see snow almost part of the year. That makes sense. Let's try. Fit a Tomboy in there, I'll be back. Good luck, you can do it. Maybe. Sorry about that. Yeah, let me see if I find it later. I'm not saying it in chat. Okay. My brain really can't. It must be something very nefarious, I suppose. Truly, and absolutely nefarious. Possibly. I see. I mean, it could be worse, right? I guess. Uh, I suppose it could be worse. Yeah, at least now we know. So what's happening with Dragon Ball? We're getting Moro's arc at last. Yeah. Just took them a few years. Just took them a few years. So it's like just a few. That means we're gonna get the Granola arc. We're gonna get more. Well, we're gonna get Moro's arc. Let's not get carried away and assume we're gonna get Granola's arc. Maybe we won't. I hope so, but maybe we won't. Yeah, I wonder how they're gonna make certain things work. Because apparently the initial plan was to skip these two arcs that are in the manga. But I guess someone made us think. A lot of people probably made us think. Because they started showing stuff from after the two manga arcs that happened. In the latest Dragon Ball Super movies. But they were disregarding what happened. So we'll see what happens now. Daima is a curious case. Daima is canon. Daima is canon. Daima technically is before Super. The problem is that it brings other issues into the entire thing. Right? Because since Daima is canon, it means Vegeta is Super Saiyan 3 and Super Saiyan 4. And Goku also has Super Saiyan 4. Because it's before Super. Right? Very complicated. Kind of music that I like. Any kind of music. It's very mood pending. But usually I like synthwave. Synthwave might be the kind that mood pending doesn't affect it, and I like to listen to it regardless. Synthwave might be, I guess, the default, and that is the case of Transmission's last name. I guess synthwave is the default that I always like, regardless, but I like a lot of kinds. Retrowave is nice too. And chiptunes and stuff like that. It's good. It's good stuff. It's good. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Sorry, I'm adjusting the trackers. It's synthwave. Synthwave is great. Synthwave is great. Allow me to give a little example of synthwave. Allow me to turn on media. Big TV. Don't worry about it. That's not synthwave. Don't worry about it. This is synth chill wave. Similar enough. We'll go with that. Good old techno or hardstyle. I like techno, yeah. I go as well. I guess too. I'm doing well. See what I mean? You think I have this big thing here, huh? That's an interesting thing. Let's see how this granola arc goes. Well, actually, Moro first. Dragon Ball. Let's see how it goes. I'm quite excited. Hey, buddy. Hi, hi. Welcome stream. Hey, Varix. Hi, hi. Like Vangelis theme for Blade Runner. Yes, that is another case of synthwave. Which is... What was... Wait, what happened? My god! Hi, Dwago! Hi! 66 months? My god, that's a lot of time. No, these are my actual real-life glasses. Yeah. Actually, this model. That's the ones I have. Ray-Ban. That's actually what I have. These are my glasses. Dragonality. Hi, Justin. Hi. I'm doing well, Dragon. 66 Mars. Thank you for the resub. Roll in the thingies. The shout outs again. All of them. Roll them in. Because Mariah's already shouted out everyone. But let's do it again. We're going through where everyone turns into dragons. Dragonality. I guess that... I don't know if you're the first. I guess you're the first since you sent your message. Yes. There we go. It'd actually be kind of badass, yeah. It kind of would be pretty badass. People turn into dragons. Rah, rah. That'd be cool, actually. That'd be pretty awesome. One day. Shoutouts to everyone once again. I may need to adjust where I place this thing. Maybe against the wall? Maybe. I'll think about it. First overall, don't fact like that. Yeah, no, I don't have a command. We're in my own place. The command here is I really think followers. Good question. I don't know actually. Did they? Yep, they did. They fixed it. Was there something wrong with the followers? Yeah, it wasn't actually showing anything. It was giving an error. It was erroring out. Because whatever thing that Stream Elements was doing to do the followers was dying. But now it's okay. Now it's back. And now it's working. Yeah. So we'll cry in a corner now. The crying. Well, let me lower the volume a little bit. Where's the volume control? There it is. This is a very complete TV system I got here. It's nice. I like it. I can even do YouTube search in this thing. Yeah. I can see the follow command wasn't following the... Nice. Adds new TV, still can't fix wheel. Hey, this TV has been here actually since I started making this world, but I don't use it often because I was like, it's so big here. Maybe I need to adjust it in a better place. I just didn't. Maybe I will. We'll see. We'll see. Subside and bows out, deep sea diver style. You just go. The wheel is actually something that I can fix, like I said. Um, because I can't, like, the thing I was gonna do was actually make it appear when there's a specific redeem, but that thing cannot do things. Companion games that are recommended. Wait, what's the companion game that you recommended? Give me a second. I got a problem. No, I got pet. Hi. What is the game? They're talking about the Coffee Girl. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I still use it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do use it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's my work companion, basically. This is like a companion game. Yeah, I do use it. She's my work companion. um, chill with you. With Statone. That's the name of the companion. Statone. And it's chill with you. That's the name of the game. It's nice. It's a cool little like coffee girl. Yeah, because she drinks coffee like I do. Also, the game is called Chill with You. Uh, it's not a game in the normal sense of being a game. It's like a work focus app that has, I guess, original anime girl like thing, and she works with you, and you keep track and helps the focus and break times and so on. Pretty cool. I like it a lot. I may have a few several hundred hours on it. Because of, working with it. So if I'm working on something, I have it running. Usually on a Steam Deck. Um, so I keep track with it as things go. So I may have a little bit of time with it. Remind me, I have to swap my mask or sit back to Teo. Mine is set to, Agnes Tachyon, but still sad to Agnes Tachyon. She's holding on for dear life on the cursor. Is yes. Which is fun. You play the Uma game? Nah. Nah. Mm-mm. Nope. I know the characters because there's an anime for that, right? That's it. Have to keep it from defaulting back. Really, it's happening? That's weird. I don't know that. Mine sticks. Go get it. No, it's a gacha game. No, I'm good. Thanks. I'm good. It's a gacha game. I'm good. I'm good with just watching the anime. But I'm not a big fan of the humor universe. I like Agnes Tachyon and a few others, and that's it. No coffee. I received bottom damage and panic attack. Who's in the club? I I don't have blood in my veins. I have caffeine, so you know. I'm like midnight cafe, except Tomboy from the Uma stuff. Midnight cafe is cool too. And she's friends with Agnes Tachyon. So they're always hanging out. It works out. It's okay, don't worry about it. But yeah, if it's a gacha game, I don't really do it. The only gacha game I do is Destiny Rising, and that's because it's not really very gacha-y, because you can easily get everything, even for free. So nah, I'm good. I got all the characters in the game so far in Destiny Rising, and I didn't even try. Literally. I just used all the free stuff, and so far I got everything for free, so I'm good. Thank you for the follow, Lushmo. Okay, soon. Hope you're doing well. I've been enjoying. Had a relapse of Dragon Ball. No, I've stayed away from it. Dragon Ball Legends was terrible. Terrible in terms of the gotcha-ness. And it's the game that made me realize exactly what I was doing. They did an excellent job with the Silent Suzuka. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. That was a good way of handling it. Yes. It's a good way of handling it. Yeah. Anyway, it's a good way of handling it. Yeah. Dragon Ball Legends is an interesting game with some cool mechanics. That's it. Let's not talk about that game. In terms of gotcha. That's a nice story, that's it. Destiny Rising is the only gacha I play because you can play it easily for free. No pressure. You're fine. I even have some characters maxed out without even trying. I didn't even try to max them out. They're just maxed out. Just from playing, getting the free rolls, rolling. I just got everything without trying, which is... No, I can't do the same in Uma. No, I've already looked into it. No, I can't. You're watching a film like coming to theater soon. Yeah, that makes sense. I think that's actually the Agnes Tachyon movie, which I seen a year ago already. I didn't even know it didn't come out yet. In English. I'm shocked. At the same time. Yeah, that makes sense actually. Uma is a bit more, even though you can play it, you know, chill and stuff. Way longer, and I don't have that problem with, thing. With thing. Destiny Rising. Because it's like, so imagine this, okay? If you don't, because you know that usually the usual currency you get from, it's the same in every gacha. It's getting dubbed, it's just getting it theatrical. Oh, so not dubbed, just the subbed, I guess in that case. I mean, still worth it. The movie is cool. I liked it a lot. Yes, nice baby bird. I liked it a lot. I liked it a lot. The Agnes Tachyon movie. She's great. All the characters in it are great, honestly. In that movie, I really like that movie. It was really nice. But about... So, you can pay with real money or get these, like, chips, to call it something, and use these chips to do the summons, right? The thing is, there's no ships that are specific to a banner. You can't just accumulate them, and you keep using them when you want. Yep, I actually talked about that. Finally, we're gonna get Moro's arc. Took them fucking long enough to do that. Just took them a few years. Just a few. But we're back on track. We're back on track. So it's okay. We're good. Yeah. Yeah. And I hope they don't destroy the animation. It's Toei. Who are we kidding? They're gonna like completely wreck the animation, except in those episodes that need to have good animation. So, it's gonna be a disaster. It's gonna be saying it'll be getting more road. See what you did there. Or they're gonna drag out the superhero movie into the series. See myself. They already did, because the way the superhero movie ends, those parts of where you see like Goku, Vegeta, the beer suit, and so on, that's all already post the things that are coming out now. So they already like messed something up there. So we'll see how it goes. But now the superhero movie is gonna be a thing. So Gohan does have the beast form, whatever that is. So it's gonna be curious to see how they make that work, I guess. Hey, look on the bright side. Piccolo has a cool transformation. As his orange form, I guess. Yeah, it's cool. You know, he deserves something. I think it's after Moro, but before Granola. But the thing is that the way the chat wrote it up in orange, yep. The problem being something that happens at the end of the Granola arc. Power levels, I don't think we talk power levels anymore at this point. Um, it's just a weird thing because the big conversation that Vegeta is having with Beerus post the Granola arc in the manga, you already had it in the Super movie, the Superheroes movie. But he cut out the parts referencing the events of Moro and Granola. So it's curious. Yeah, they kind of just got rid of that. People can still speculate to a point, but eventually you get to this point of like, we can't keep track of this. It's hard to keep track, especially when certain things are not measurable, like the the God key is not measurable, so you can measure the power level of a God key form because you don't have the thing. So they'll drag out superhero movie into series to fill time drag. So I don't think they will, but if they do, it'll be like a recap thing. I think after the Granola, because then it would make a bit more sense. They would have to reanimate the entire thing to keep it consistent, like they did when they did the the Freezer Returns movie, and they essentially just reanimated the entire thing and adjusted the story a bit to actually make it properly canon. Yeah. But it made sense in that case to do that, to make it fit. They reanimated certain things and they fixed the story to make it fit with Super, so that makes sense. I suppose they will need to do that again, but they will need to reanimate it because Superhero was all 3D, but to keep it consistent, they wouldn't do it 3D. You know, they would just do it drawn. New Power 11 in his movie. Yes, he did. The Beast form or something. Saiyan Beast, whatever it was. It took it out, but I didn't mind it because it still was nice. You know, they explored other things with it. To cause something, right? So it wasn't so bad, right? It's okay. It was acceptable. It was okay. Yeah. And then we went to the new stuff. Here, considering that, called it Beast form. I think because that's actually the name. There's no. It's essentially. It's a Saiyan form. It's not even a. It's not a God key form because there's like in Dragon Ball there's like, if we call it like. That's the Granola. Ultra Ego appears in the Granola arc. Uh, actually, no. He appears against Moro. Ultra Ego for the first time appears with against Moro, I think. Or am I mixing something up? I know he appears in Granola because they fight. And it's a massive, huge ass fucking fight. That is just Ultra Ego Vegeta versus Granola. Yeah, it's after Moro. Yeah. That's it. I think it's when he talks with. Yeah, so Moro arc is when he talks with Beerus about that. Because Beerus is like, I can't use like the the Ultra Instinct, but I don't use it because it doesn't fit me. You gotta use the power in relation to what fits you, and that's how you make your form. Don't go after Goku. Do something that is yours, and that's how we came up with Ultra Ego. Black Freeze is gonna be crazy too. I mean, everyone knows at this point that after the Granola arc, Black Frieza appears. New form! Super Saiyan 3 Freezer, to call it something. Super Saiyan 3 Freezer. Yeah, she looks cool. Funny enough. Yeah, she looks cool. Also, like, maybe character the best suits you. Yeah, pretty much, right? Before Granola. What, Black Freezer? No, Black Freezer is after Granola. Because, without giving too many spoilers for anyone that doesn't know, like, they fight Granola, then they fight another dude, and they're having trouble fighting this other dude, and then Black Freezer appears and kills this other dude that they were having troubles with like it's nothing. He literally just... If we look at this from the Jutsu Kaisen point of view, we have Noya being a little bitch, teleporting everywhere, multiple attacks, and then Black Freezer is Maki, who with one punch destroys him. That's literally it. They animate it. Yeah, they will. They think, well, maybe. So if we consider that enemy was Noya, and Black Freezer is Maki, that's pretty much what happens. That's literally what happens. For anyone who follows Jujutsu Kaisen, anyway. If I just gave spoilers about Jujutsu Kaisen, what are you waiting for? Jesus fucking Christ. Go watch it. Anyway. Here we go again. He was going like a little bitch, just going... That's all he was doing. And then she's like... one punch. And just wreck them. Years before we get to the start of the next arc, anyway. The Moro arc is long. It's a long arc. I guess the Moro arc can be compared with the Cell arc in terms of the way the length and it was structured, because you have Moro popping his whole attack stuff. Yep, that's the thing. So he kept jumping around like a little bitch, literally like a little bitch. And then she stopped him, It's just you just hear him going bork, 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 and he's gone. Just, that's yep. That was an X-ray. That was an X-ray. 3 main arcs after DB Super. Judy with all those Judy hops. Let's see what you do there. Let's see what you do there. Remind after DB Super. Yeah, it's a tournament of power. essentially. Yeah, the tournament of power, and then we have, the super thing, the superhero thing. That's it, I think. Am I missing something? Is my brain? I mean, we have the future thing, right? So we have the future thing with Goku Black and Trunks returning and all that, which is cool, by the way. The manga, what's coming next? What after the? That's it. It's basically, if we consider where the anime stopped, the manga doesn't have superhero. Okay, so superhero is missing in action. Actually, I think there's a single panel devoted to the superhero, just like the Broly movie. The Broly movie didn't appear in the manga. It was summarized in a single page. Single page. See, Kale and Cauliflower again. At least not yet in the manga. In the manga, not yet. We'll see, because we know that Freezer has a thing for obliterating Saiyan, so he might go for Universe 6. He might go there. I can see that. But in the manga, it's just Moro arc, Granola arc. Then we have this mini arc with Trunks and Goten, where they become what was there? They become the Great Saiyaman 3 and 4, because 1 and 2 was Gohan and Videl, and basically Trunks and Goten become Great Saiyaman 3 and 4, and it stopped. Toriyama was involved up to the top. He was involved with all of them. That's the thing. He was involved with everything, but he was involved with the manga side. Any changes was an anime specific thing. He was more involved with the manga side, but he still gave directions to the anime side. But the anime side mostly was written on its own, just following guidelines. That's why in the Tournament of Power, where you have Goku fighting Kefla, right? In the manga, it's completely different. It's not even Goku versus Kefla. It's not even Goku versus Kefla. It's Gohan versus Kefla. It's Gohan using his ultimate form that beats Kefla. To be fair, Kefla was not at full power in relation to the anime, because in the anime, like Cauliflower, Super Saiyan 2, and so on, and Kale controls her like berserk form, but in the manga that doesn't happen. In the manga, Kale was berserk the entire time. Cauliflower essentially has to fight her, struggling to put the earring on her ear, almost dying in the process, to make them fuse. So it was a forced fusion of berserk Kale with a very beat up Cauliflower. So Kefla in the manga wasn't even at full power. She was kind of wrecked already. So it is an interesting case. Is why anything to be related to New stopped production. Yep, they did. That's why the manga also stopped, because there was nothing. There was nothing. So because there was nothing, because the idea they had was, in the anime, was skip the Moro and Granola arc, completely ignore it, and jump to something new. But we never had that something new, because Toriyama died. He passed. So the manga and the anime would continue with this new thing that is now gone with his passing. And that's, they were like, oh, and so they saw themselves essentially forced to do what they wanted to skip, and it's no longer skippable because it's the only thing they have. Because while they were working on Superhero, the superhero movie, Toriyama and Toible kept working on the manga. So the only thing they have right now is the manga. So they have the Mortal arc, the Granola arc, and the Great Saiyaman arc, the mini Great Saiyaman arc. After that, Toible apparently is going to be the one taking over the reins of the story, because he's the only one who technically has the notes of Toriyama about Black Freezer's form. So we're gonna have Toible carrying on the mantle later. Until then, what we have is Moro arc and Granola arc in anime form. That's basically what's gonna happen. That's basically what's gonna happen. And if they need to extend it, we're gonna get Superhero in anime form too. Which, honestly, I hope it doesn't happen. I honestly hope it doesn't happen. Just saying that. Because the Cell Max thing in Superhero, it was cool to see Cell, but that was a little bitch. He was big. He was a big little bitch of a Cell. That was not Cell. That was a thing. It was like, ugh. They hired the actor to just go, and that's all he did in the movie. And I'm like, my god, holy shit, guys! You hired Cell's voice actor to the only thing that he does in the entire movie is for 5 minutes. Just, you know. Yeah, for Berserker, that's what happened. In the case of Dragon Ball, that didn't completely happen. The only thing we have going is all the conversations he had with Toible about what he wanted to do. That's it. There's that. There's a lot of people saying that. But I'm like, until that happens, I don't believe it. Until that happens, I don't believe it. Until that happens, I don't believe it. I could see Vegeta becoming the god of destruction. I can see Vegeta becoming the god of destruction. Yeah. I guess that makes more sense, right? That makes more sense. Goku as an angel? I mean... I mean, can you imagine Goku and Vegeta as the god of destruction and the angel of their respective universes? That'd be a thing, wouldn't it? That'd be a thing, wouldn't it? It'd be interesting, though. It would definitely be interesting, but I don't think we're gonna get that. I guess we'll see. You know? He used to fight and dare to be someone's angel. Yeah. Exactly. You just want to keep eating and fighting. Oh yeah, I could see that. You just grab, Bulma and sling her over his shoulder or something, and take her to Universe 6. She would then beat him up completely, but what do you think about Warhammer? It's an okay series. It's an okay series. I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting. There's more DACA. There's more DACA. But I could see Vegeta going to Universe 6, yeah. That would definitely happen. I got a feeling that's what we're gonna see because of Freezer going there. I'm pretty sure Freezer will want to destroy Universe 6 and stands. It's the logical thing. It's the logical thing. What is the only thing that can stand in your way? Saiyans. Where is the one place where Saiyans are still alive and well? Universe 6. Where do you want to go? There to destroy them all. Makes sense, right? it just makes sense, right? It just makes sense. At least with the logic that the Freezer going, that's what would logically happen. Where's the only universe where there's Saiyans alive and well? Who can't potentially... Yeah, unless Veggie is there. So it's like, there's only 2 that are strong enough. Right now. But it's 2. What are these 2 gonna do? Yes, and at the same time he wanted to do it anyway. One thing after the other, and he decided to do it because he wanted to do it anyway. You know? It was just a good excuse. So what is the thing that he wants to do now? What is the only thing that can stand in his way? Universe 6. It makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah? It makes sense. Veggie will be there to stop him. It's gonna be interesting. If they do go with that, it'll be interesting to see. I think. I think it'd be cool to see. If that's what happens. I think. We'll see. We'll find out. We'll find out. And wiggle. Sleeping doggy. Sleeping doggy. I guess we'll see. One thing is certain, right? Black Friday after all of that. That's the end. That's the end. We're gonna get Ultra Ego first. We're gonna get Ultra Ego. We see Black Freezer before we get Great Saiyaman 3 and 4. Because that came after. Well, him appearing, right? We don't get his arc. Whatever is the next arc would be the Freezer arc. The Freezer's Revenge arc, or whatever you want to call it. That's basically what happened. The Dragon Ball Z Abridged, that does not exist for me. I do not watch that. I have zero interest in watching that. That is nothing. Doesn't count. It's just a thing. Nope. I do not watch that. Nope. On purpose. On purpose. I don't watch it on purpose. It's a choice. It's a choice. I do not watch that. That doesn't count. It's nothing. Let me explain. So there's one thing that Abridged got right, which is precisely Freezer's name. because that's his name in Japanese. Frieza, as they say afterwards in everything that came later, is an Americanization of what the Japanese is saying. Instead of translating it correctly, they just went to Frieza. So they type it as Frieza for whatever fucking reason when he's actually saying it's Freezer. That's the correct name. A Brit got that right. But that's the only thing they got right. That's the only thing they got right. He was called Freezer here, he was called Freezer everywhere, except in America. He's called Freezer everywhere, except in America. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Everything is universe in Boston. Yes. Pretty much. A bridge was started showing things based on the Japanese version, and as a result, what happened was they called them right, and then they just kept going with that, you know. I'm surprised they called Cell of Cell, you know, all things considered. I thought they were gonna call them like Zero or something, because that's how they say in Japanese, the Zero. So you heard that override saying it. Yep. They do, and there's a lot of terrible and mistranslations in the English version, in the English dub. Like, you know, the over 9,000. It's not 9,000. He actually says 8,000 in the Japanese version, but they went with 9 because they thought it sounded better for some reason, and that was why it's 9,000. Not because it was the translation, it's because it sounded better, so we went with 9,000. And I'm like, what? That was my reaction to it. That's an example about so many others, you know. Like the English version initially saying Bardock was a scientist. And I'm like, that's just in the English version, okay? We now know that I was just a bunch of bullshit. Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. So, you know. Yeah, things happen. The English version took a lot of weird liberties initially that later on were proven to just be something they pulled out of their asses because they felt like it. Literally, they felt like it. And that's how I went. Now they're trying to fix that. Because now we know, Goku's father was not a scientist. He was a low-level Saiyan. Later we find out, do you know who was the legendary Super Saiyan that Freezer keeps talking about? Because the entire thing is, the Broly thing is, he's one of the legendary Super Saiyans, right? Or the new legendary Super Saiyan. You know how the entire thing was? You know who the original was? The original was because after the Granola arc and the, or is it between Moro and Granola? There's a mini arc, which is the Bardock arc. What is the Bardock arc? It actually explains what happened to Bardock after Freezer blew up Planet Vegeta. And what happens in very quick terms is that power he was given that lets him see the future. What happens is that during the explosion that blasts him to the past, in that past, he fights way into the past. He actually ends up fighting and defeating an ancestor of Freezer. But he turns Super Saiyan for the first time doing that. So that at that time, that is the first time that a Saiyan becomes Super Saiyan ever. And basically he just goes back, completely beat up, almost dead, with the thing of, I fought a legendary Super Saiyan. That's how the entire thing started with Bardock. You can still be redeemed? Oh, really, is it? Shit, I need to fix that. I'll fix that later. If someone can note that down. Yeah, it's a time paradox. So what happens is that Bardock is the original legendary Super Saiyan. He's the original legendary Super Saiyan. Because he gets blasted back through time. He's almost dead. What happens is that entire thing of, you know how Saiyans keep getting stronger? The more near-death experiences they get. He nearly died in the explosion, but the power kicked them to the past, right? So when he recovered, in that other place he landed on in the past, he was way stronger. In a fight there, he almost dies again. So he gets even stronger on top. And then there's the Super Saiyan Rage we all know, and when this Freezer ancestor almost kills a little population of people that were the ones who helped them survive, he kind of turns Super Saiyan and just wrecks them. No, he's not the same as Broly. He started the thing. He's not the same as Broly. He was the first, he was the one that gave birth to the entire thing, because then the beat up, near dying Freezer ancestor went back saying, I got defeated by a legendary Super Saiyan. You know? Not knowing what he was talking about, of course, because he had no idea. And that's how the entire thing started, and that's how, him or Broly? Broly is definitely stronger, by far. Yeah. That's where the notion came from, yep. That's exactly where the notion came from. It's from a Bardock in the past, doing a thing. Yep. They'll probably animate that. I can see it. If it wasn't already animated. They probably are gonna animate that. It would make sense. Because then it would put things into perspective. And so on and so forth. And we'll see how it goes. We still don't know who was that first Super Saiyan god that apparently existed. We still don't know. That comes from Beerus mentioning it. You know. Stuff that we'll see. And Olova, where they show him and his friends. Yes, there is. Yeah. Which was actually written by Toriyama, so that is actually canon, as far as I know. I don't think I'm mistaken. The Broly movie kinda expanded on certain stuff that was shown. Overwrites a few, expands on others, so we don't know how much is, you know, proper canon anymore, but it's something like that. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes, you know? It should be interesting. Let's see how it goes. after that, there was a reissue of the manga of the fight with Goku and Vegeta. In that reissue, when Vegeta is talking about certain mentions of Goku's father, because he is mentioned in their fight, not as a scientist, but he's mentioned in the fight. They actually replaced a panel that showed nothing with Bardock fighting Freezer. They add that thing, if I remember. Something like that. I know there was a panel added because of that thing. Overrides... yeah. The Super Broly overrides classic Broly, yeah. Exactly. That's the actual real Broly. The Broly we saw in the movies is now non-canon. He's like a legacy Broly. Like that movie never existed, essentially. The movie never happened. That's basically what they're going with. It's like an alt reality, another universe. A what if? What if this happened? That's what happened. You know? It's just an alt timeline at this point. Scars on me. Yep. Which is it? Kind of fits. Kind of like GT. Yes, kind of like GT. Kind of like GT. I think the movies before TBS are their own universe. Yep. That's the interesting thing. GT is semi-canon. Daima is GT. Daima is essentially Toriyama's GT. Yeah, not the same kind of universe yet. Daima's before Super and took over the reality of GT, essentially. That was the point all along. It was Toriyama's way of making the stuff that he created for GT, because Super Saiyan 4 was actually designed by Toriyama. Even though GT was not made by Toriyama, but he still designed stuff. Yeah, Daima is canon. Daima takes over GT's concepts and puts them in canon. So Daima is the new canon. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Daima is the new GT. It took over. It's like Daima before Super, and Super leads to more Super. So if you go with the continuity, it's Dragon Ball Z, Daima, Super. Which in turn makes Super Saiyan 4 canon. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they could have made Super 20 years before, yes. It's a pro. DB hero, DB superheroes. It's actually interesting. Hi, Skull. Hi. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Wait, let me. I think I typed that right. There we go. Yeah! Go follow Skull. Do it now. Do it now. Prison 4 made it a thing in Daima, which will be forever unused due to them having Super Saiyan God. Yeah, that's the interesting part, isn't it? That's the interesting part, isn't it? You know, I think they're gonna try and... I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that this new take on the missing Dragon Ball arcs that are coming back, with the new Moro arc and the stuff that was made canon again in Daima are gonna appear. Pretty sure that we're gonna see Super Saiyan 4 and the new stuff, and Vegeta with Super Saiyan 3. I am pretty sure they're gonna be designed in. Stick with Daima continuity. Because otherwise it would make no sense. Right? Otherwise it make no sense. I wish they were in more core but had different uses, like certain transformations were better versus. I can see that actually being the solution because of how Moro works in the manga. Super Saiyan 4 is great. Super is interesting because there's two supers. There's two versions of Super. There's the anime and the manga. And they're completely different. Actually, like, hey, I like GT. I like GT. I like GT. I like GT. And Super Saiyan 4 is a great form. It looks great. The design is fantastic. It's not technically the end. Yes, technically the Boo Saga is the end of VB Z. Yes, that is the end. But now I still have to watch Daima. Yes, the opening of GT is really awesome. Hi, Galahad. Welcome to stream. Biceps check? Sure. Let me show you the biceps and flex the biceps. Biceps check. Yeah. It is before Super. Yes. Yes, indeed. Welcome to the stream, Galahad. How do you know? So I'm kind of curious to see if they're gonna, because they're gonna have to like go through Moro and Granola, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna try and make it work with Daima, and basically I'm sure that Super Saiyan 4 is gonna appear in some way. I mean, I guess not many probably read the manga of Super because I kept reading it, right? So Moro's power, Moro and Granola, like the granola bars, you know? Yeah, his name is the granola bar. He's a granola bar. But that's another thing, you know. That's another thing. Granola's later. Moro first. Moro and his crew. He's like pirates, you know. It's like a crew of pirates that fuck shit up. But he uses magic. His strength is through magic because he absorbs ki. He's immune to ki because he absorbs ki, which is interesting. Not made for here. What? So, technically, it would be a way of introducing that because Super Saiyan 4, even though it also has ki, but it's also brute force, brute physical force. Think about it. Which would work against Moro. Although the entire thing about Moro is that it's defeated by Ultra Instinct, which is when Vegeta eventually comes up with Ultra Ego. But I'm pretty sure that Super Saiyan 4 is going to be included in there because essentially Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan Blue is completely useless against Moro. Yeah. The Super Saiyan 4 transformation, considering it's a variation of the monkey form, you know, would have a use against Moro for the pure brute force of it. So it could make sense. I could see them adapting things a little bit to incorporate Daima, which is the new GT, into the new stuff. And make it make sense, right? I could see that. Isn't that where we... No. We already got that. In the future arc, we got Vegeta Blue. And we got Gogeta Blue in the super Broly. That's kind of how it went. That's kind of how the entire thing went. Um, in a way, if we like speculate this entire thing, is okay. Like on stream, but we're doing well. Not bad him. Since I've seen him. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, did I sneeze? Oh, I coughed. Yeah. Thank you. um, I was gonna say something and then my brain exploded. Oh, yeah, right. Like bit drunks at all points are located in brute strength, right? Yes. Yes, pretty much. Yeah, yeah. They were very different, right? Than, the current present time Trunks, he has his stats points and nothing. He has his stat points and nothing, basically. Um, future Trunks is just brute strength, essentially. But it's the interesting part of, like, where does Beast form come in? It's like he turned, like, Uzaru monkey form, but condensed it, which is essentially, like, not a Super Saiyan form, but, you know, monkey skill tree? It's like the monkey skill tree to call something? Like Super Saiyan 4 is? So is Beast just the form of that? You know? I guess we'll have to see. Because I'm pretty sure they're gonna... Gohan is unique in that he's half human. Yep. Yep. Yes, indeed. We can say it's just a mix of human form with that. Whatever it is. I guess the interesting part is that the God Key is God Key and can be used by anyone. So it doesn't necessarily, it's not limited to humans, and or not limited to Saiyans. Anyone can have God Key if they develop it in the thing. So it's like, imagine an Ultra Instinct Krillin. Technically speaking, it's possible. Ultra Instinct Krillin is possible. Would he actually get there ever? Probably not, but it's technically possible in the universe. So the Ultra forms, Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego, and those are not Super Saiyan forms. Technically, anyone could have that. Musa was stronger than Super Saiyan. Yeah, the Ultimate form, which was just a purified Saiyan, in a way, to call it something. Which was very interesting. So he technically didn't transform. He just had everything. Technically, it's like that form was like Super Saiyan 3 and up in power. Because what it did was just unlock the full potential of a Saiyan in its base form. Yeah, skill tree is different than everyone else. Yep. To call it something, like the God Key skill tree, and the pure Saiyan skill tree, the monkey skill tree, the Super Saiyan skill tree, and it kinda... And he has his own human extra hybrid bonus skill tree that works with the others, as that thing. So he has extra benefits on top, to call it something. He has extra benefits on top. So it'll be interesting to see how it all, like, stacks up, how they use this in the Moro arc and the Granola arc. If they wanted to completely rewrite the Granola arc to make it, but he's lazy. Yes, there's that problem. Um, if they want to rewrite, because rewriting the Moro arc is tricky. It's probably easier to add Super Saiyan 4 to it, to add stuff. And it would make sense. The Granola arc is trickier. Um, it would need a complete rewrite to even add things, right? Because we could have them try out the key method, and so they would be fighting with key and not working, and then it like, let's try the brute force method and use Super Saiyan 4. And realizing that that doesn't work, and that's when they would go into the Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego, but Ultra Instinct. Actually, Granola just wrecks Ultra Instinct. In the manga, it just wrecks Goku, completely. And Ultra Ego, because of the way it works, actually can match up with that, because Ego and Instinct are completely different. And to counter Granola, what you need is Instinct, essentially. What you need is the Ego, the Ultra Ego, and that's what they use there. But Ego has its own set of problems that eventually Vegeta starts losing stamina out of it to cause something. So, we'll see. But we're still gonna get the Moro arc first. We're still gonna get the Moro arc first, so that's okay. And I hope they add Super Saiyan 4 into the mix for the different use cases of things, which would be cool. Use all the skill trees, Use all the skill trees. It's like the Dragon Ball MMO. For those of you who even played it ever, or seen about it, or talked about it, or, in any way explored about it, there's actual multiple skill trees. The Saiyan tree is very similar to the human tree, with the extra Super Saiyan tree, and so on and so forth. That would be a similar thing. Staying in the show. Finally did a job. Goku and Vegeta are unemployed to this day. To be fair, Goku got a job as a farmer. Then he broke the tractor. So there's that problem. So yeah. Yeah, he had it for one day, then he broke the tractor. I don't think Vegeta wants to work, because I don't think Bulma wants him to work, I mean, if I was Bulma, I wouldn't want Vegeta to work, because, one, I would be completely aware of what he would do if he got pissed off. Things would break by accident, I just keep him happy, I just keep Vegeta happy, training, which he likes to do, and go on some walks on the beach from time to time. Yeah, unless it's a part of training, yeah. Exactly. So, I'm pretty sure that it's way better to keep Vegeta happy and entertained, training, and we're good. I think it's way better for everyone. Goku opening a gym would be great. That would make so much sense. Goku should open a gym. You're right, though. You're absolutely right. How does Goku's family pay the bills? Farming, I think. I think it is. I think it's farming. Yeah. I think it's farm stuff. Yeah. Let's not forget also that Even though it may not look like it. But Chi-Chi, is also... she's rich. She doesn't look like it, but she's rich because the dad is the great Ox King or something. And he's filthy rich since he runs an entire thing. So she's rich. They don't have to pay the bills. The bills are paid for them. Basically, that's the gist of it. She's not as rich as Bulma, because Bulma is indeed owner of a big worldwide corporation that even has alien communication with stuff and tech exchange with other planets and so on. So, Microsoft. But if Microsoft was a good company, uh, that's Capsule Corp. Yes, we're Elon Musk in a way, yeah, but a nice person who has a saying for a husband who doesn't age, and so she keeps asking the Dragon Balls to shave off some years out of her life to make sure that she stays young enough for him. So, yeah. But anyway, I mean, I guess if I had the Dragon Balls and had a Dragon Raider, I probably would do the same if I had a husband that didn't age. But that's me, you know? So in her place, it makes sense. It makes sense. It makes total sense when you think about it. So you can just Goku almost forget this tracker. I mean, that is true. Goku forgets a lot of things, so I think Bulma is an interesting character in that regard. Because she's got the brain. She does not got the power. She's got the brain. She's got the brain. So it's nice, I do need to watch Daima because Daima's now canon. No way around that. Replace GT, and there will definitely be things in the Return of Super that will incorporate Daima stuff. So we gotta catch up. I haven't watched Daima yet. I gotta do that. Let's all also consider that these next Dragon Ball arcs might be the last time we get to see Goku's Japanese VA doing Goku. We gotta consider that there's a chance that's gonna be a thing. It might be the last time. I think we've already been lucky that it's been her all along. For God knows how fucking long. Right, she's been Goku for 40 plus years. Yeah, she's been Goku for like 40 something years at this point. Which is kind of crazy when you think about it. So, yeah. So this might be the last time we actually have she comes from money. I didn't know. Yeah, she comes from money. Yeah. Her father is the great Ox King. He's indeed, like the name implies, king of an entire place. There's money. There's money. She's also just a martial artist. Because, yes. But she's got the monies. She's got the monies. She literally wants Goku to work just because that's what she considers be normal. A husband that works. That's it. That's it. She's like, she doesn't need it. She doesn't need it. She has enough money that they don't have to work forever. But, in the States, and she is in California for like a date from a TV movie or something. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Yep. So, let's consider that this might be the last time we will have her voicing Goku, and let's enjoy this. Let's enjoy this. Because I definitely want to enjoy it. So, because by the end of these arcs ending, she's gonna be 100 and something. Okay, let's consider that she's gonna probably hit 100 years old, voicing Goku. She's right there. She's really close to that age already. So yeah, let's yeah, let's just enjoy. Okay, let's just enjoy her. Let's keep that in mind. It's a sad thing to keep in mind, but let's be happy that it's happening. We're gonna get it one more time. Let's enjoy it. It's kind of like even the all these voice actors, like Vegeta's voice actor that has been Vegeta for God knows how fucking long. Also, yeah, saying she was a colossal waste of time. It's probably because Toriyama didn't want to continue. Yeah, that was basically it. The only thing that Toriyama did for GT was design Super Saiyan 4 and some of the enemies. I don't know how involved he was with the Suful thing, but yeah. Before they even write the rest of the series, just to get them recorded, they'll probably make sure that they have her stuff as quickly as possible. Yes, I'm pretty sure. Yep. GT was indeed a colossal waste of time. Yep. As in, I liked GT. I liked what it brought in terms of things, but it was a waste of time because it wasn't even continued. It exists in that bubble, and then the last thing Toriyama worked on was in making GT canon, which is what Daima is. It's taking the GT concept and rewriting it into what we have now to make sense with Super, which is literally the entire thing. Daima is GT to make sense with Super, basically. Have you ever done collabs? Yes, multiple times. Do I do it often? No. But have I done it? Yes. Yeah, Nozoa-san is 89 right now. She's 89 right now. Yep. That's why I'm saying, by the end of these arcs, considering the time it takes for everything, she's gonna be 100 or something. Or very close to 100. So that's why I'm saying that probably the Moro arc, the Granola arc, are gonna be the last time she'll be Goku. Unfortunately, that's probably what's gonna happen. The next two arcs are probably gonna be the last time we're gonna get her as Goku. So, let's enjoy what we have. Let's enjoy what we have. That's why I'm saying it, because I'm pretty well aware of the age she has. Pretty well aware of her age. So, let's go. Let's keep her doing Kamehamehas for us. The men, their replacement already decided. Pretty sure because they had one for Bulma real fast. Wait. There we go. They had one for Bulma real fast, so they probably had people in mind already. Although she died from sickness, if I remember, it was not natural causes to cause something. But still, they had someone. Still, they probably have someone already. Who's gonna do American Frieza? I don't know. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. I guess we'll find out when we get to Black Frieza, which is not anytime soon, essentially. It's not anytime soon. I'm sure we're still like 2 years away from that. Easily. Thank you for the follow, professional. It's gonna be hard for us to recreate it. Thank you for follow. Welcome straight. I hope enjoy. When as Frankie in One Piece. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. It is always sad when like actors and retire or pass away and the things are different. Yeah. Oh Jesus, head pat. Thank you. It's gonna be a thing, but at least we know that Nozawa does not want to retire. She already said that she's gonna voice Goku till the day she dies. I can see that being a thing. At least, I guess she'll only retire if her health no longer allows it. As long as it allows her, she's gonna keep doing it. Even in everything, yes. Yes. Yes, indeed. So, okay. We'll see how it goes, We gotta think positive. We gotta think positive. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. I think. We still have a while. Well, let's think it like that, Let's think it like that. Has a role in One Piece too. I knew that, but I actually don't know which one. I just know she has one. But I don't know which one. I admit that when they do the because they're remaking One Piece as a big, massive, condensed thing. I kind of want to watch that, I admit, to catch up. Use it as a catch-up mechanic, to call it something. Because watching 1,000-something episodes is a bit of a thing that I do not have time for, unfortunately, anymore. It's too late. She's Chopper's mentor. Okay. Okay. At least the characters I know who the characters are. It's a thing. I know the characters are, I just never watched them. And, when the remake does happen, I will want to watch it because I know it's gonna catch up everything. I don't know when they're thinking of ending it, like, up until this point, we're remaking up until this point, and then you just connect to the new series. I don't know what they're considering the reconnection point, but if it's possible, like, that they skip lots of episodes and then it becomes a matter of like watching 200 or something after that remake, yeah, sure, that's fine, that's doable. 1,000 something though. How about that? It's freedom for information. I'm not hating on it. It makes sense now that I know its concept. Gear 5. Was it Gear 5? I think it's called Gear 5. I was not hating on it. It was actually animated in a very interesting way. He kind of like becomes a cartoon almost, where anything can happen. Where the limit is the imagination of what he needs to do, which is interesting as a concept, I think. So it's cool, It's cool. It's all good. With that in mind, because when I saw it for the first time, I didn't have the concept of it. And I was kind of looking at it going, the fuck am I looking at? This doesn't even make any sense. And then, I found out the concept of it, and my brain was like, click. Oh, okay, that makes total sense. I see what's happening. And then it made sense. With that concept in mind, I think it's actually pretty cool. With that concept in mind, I think it's a pretty cool form. And they actually portrayed it pretty well, and I think it looks great. Uh, that's because then I saw the concept. Because I saw it in a vacuum, just a thing that made no sense happening. I was like, what? But then, yeah, then it made sense. Then it made sense. Then it made sense. And I was like, okay, yeah, this is cool. It's cool. Yeah. So it's a thing, you know? Sometimes you just need to click. Things just need to click. And when they click, it's like, yeah. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't give you any comments when I first. Yeah, you didn't, and I was like, what am I looking at? What is this thing? This doesn't even look like One Piece. You know, and that's why initially I was like, what? And then it made sense. Then it made sense. Then it made sense. He became a Green Lantern, but not. His body was the Power Ranger. Kinda. Sorta. To put it in somewhere. His body was the Power Ranger. It's okay. I just opened the menu by accident. My bad. Well, it works out. Yeah, it's nice, it's nice, it's nice. So hey, everything is returning, but I do want to watch the One Piece remake and essentially use it as a catch up. I did see some One Piece movies. Those are nice. Which one did I watch? Just one or two. But I don't remember. So it's been a while. It's been a while. But Bleach is also returning. I'm curious about that. Yeah. And there's actually a shit ton of movies that I need to catch up on. But you know. Well, Bleach is coming back. Yeah. Yeah. Like Bleach, you know? Like Bleach. I like Bleach. I was sad when it ended. Especially because it ended the way it did. I was sad it ended the way it did. But I'm glad it's coming back now. Yeah. Rah! The YouTube chat started working! Yeah! Hi, actually. Welcome stream! Open play, hope you're doing well. Hi. Miracles happen! YouTube chat started working. Yes. Hi. Welcome stream, I hope you're doing well. Yeah. Hi, this is all. Hi. Welcome stream. Hope you're doing well. Hi. YouTube chat is back. Mini-me. 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 Actually, that's my ghost now, but, you know. Hi. Hope y'all are doing well. Welcome to the stream. YouTube started working again. Wait, does that mean let me see if the commands work. I gotta test this. Takuma has been under fire because he likes the girls in his mangas voluptuous. I'm gonna slow you there, sugar. Sorry, I didn't say hi earlier. I've been working. Oh no, it's okay. You're good. It's okay. He can like them voluptuous, but his best characters are still, you know, Rookie and Siphon, who are the flat ones with smaller chests. That's his best characters. So Writing a Google Doc. I hope it's going well. You know, I kind of like Bleach, but doesn't mean Titaku was right all the time. So, you know, it's good. It's pretty good fun. Me, screaming, tantrum animated emote. I'm pretty sure that's easy to do. I just kind of like to record this. And we're done. You have to ready, heck yeah. Add some spirit. I really need to put this in a better place. This big TV. Wait, let me show it. I need to find a better place for this big TV. It might be a bit too big. What do you think? Is it a bit too big? Maybe. I may need to adjust it a little bit. Just a little bit. As long as I have to make its own 26 episode. Yeah! See? It's good, right? You just go and you do it. Ceiling? I mean, I guess the ceiling has plenty of space, right? But would that be wise? What if it falls down on my head? And then it hurts because it falls down on my head, right? Is that a wise decision? If it just drops on my head, you know? What do you think? I don't know if I want that. So maybe not the ceiling. Maybe not the ceiling. I'll think about it. Because, you know, as per the plans of things I want to do, I want to expand beyond the door too. The rest of the house, right? So, then bench lift it. You know what? Maybe. Oh, sorry about that. I should actually scan my entire place one of these days. Do the full scan of the house. Because the first step to turn this into a place, at least my most recent technique, because before I eyeballed it, how much would that cost? What, scanning it? I do it with what I have, because it doesn't cost anything. I mean, because I already have the hardware for it. It's my Quest 3, the Quest 3. I actually have an app in my Quest 3 that I can use it to scan areas. So it uses the Quest 3's depth sensor. So what I do is, like the way I scanned this one to make sure everything was in the right place was I put the Quest 3 on, enable that app, and just started looking around. And start scanning the places of everything. And then I had the general location in a sort of like collision mesh of everything. Then I adapted it into what you see now. So what I gotta do is start scanning as I walk out, and start walking out. Scan to one side, scan to the other, go down the corridor, you know, stuff like that. Basically, that's how I would do, I think. I just need to do it in a time that I know that things will be free enough without too many obstacles to do it, and be as clean of a scan as possible, which is important, that the scan is as clean as possible. And once it is, it becomes easier, because then I said, okay, like, table is here, and like the chairs and TV in the living room and stuff and blah blah blah, you know. And I kind of go from there, and that's how I built this as a demo. Initially, I built it eyeballing and going with my hands. Okay, this is where the thing is. This is the other thing, and so on. That's how I did it before, but now I did the scan. So this office, just this office, the way it's done now, was a prototype to test. Will this be good enough? It was. It was, because everything is where it should be, in the exact places it needs to be. Like, let me do this. See? This is where it is. See, I'm actually putting my hand here. That's where it is. If I actually do this with the headset, it is exactly where it needs to be. Seeing under the headset and seeing through the thing. It's all here, even this, I can put my hand here. See? I have the hand with the wrist hanging on the actual position of this place. So by doing that, and it's back, I would do the rest. But they still don't have the idea. See? What was that? What do you mean? Alpha. Yeah, I have everything. I never. I still have the original version of this world. It's still uploaded. I can switch to it whenever I want to. Sometimes I use it for pictures because the lighting there is done specifically. That doesn't work for this one. This one has a completely different style of doing lighting, which technically is better, but the other one worked better for that. Not so good for this one. So I still have everything, including the collision, the mesh that was scanned. I have everything accurately portrayed and so on and so forth, and just gotta now do it outside. Now that I know that everything works, I just need to do the rest. And it worked out. Just gotta do the rest of the house now. Now that I know that it works, then it's fine. Just gotta do the rest of the house. Okay. Then I start. The cool part is because I have the assets of walls and textures and so on already done, right? Including carpet is the same. Except in the few parts that don't have carpet. But overall it's the same stuff, right? The walls are the same and so on. So I already have the wall texture done, and the ceiling texture done, and so on. It's just need to mesh and plot out the area. It's called something. And go from there. Because carpet is the same. Sure. Except the kitchen that has tile. But, kitchen has tile. That's it. Ignore the kitchen that has tile. And everything else is this. And the walls are all painted. So there's a lot of stuff that while working on this, it's done. Like this. It's all going to be essentially the same. So it's like duplicate, adjust, duplicate, adjust, duplicate, adjust, duplicate, adjust, and so on and so forth as you build the rest. So there's that. So I made sure to already have like head start. We can call it head start, yeah. Already had a head start with some of the assets for the rest. It was there. It'll be okay, And then we'll see. I still need to put my treadmill here. Right here. But there's other priorities right now. Right now I still wouldn't be able to do anything with a house, you know, that'll need things. That'll need the steam frame and the way it works and the flux hose uh, and the way it works. Flux hose trackers. Uh, so that'll be something for later. I can probably do initial examples of certain things, you know. But then later on, go for the rest. Yeah, the guy here seems nice. Hi, silliest guy. Welcome stream. Welcome, sorry. Hi, hi. And welcome, welcome. Hope we're doing well. Glad you think it seems nice. We just be chilling. We just be chilling. Big TV. Don't worry about it. Big TV. It's okay. I have a critical question. Go for it. I may have a critical answer. Maybe. No lo entiendo, pero qué bello avatar. Gracias. Bienvenido al stream. Solo hablo inglés en el stream, pero gracias. Welcome, Mito. What is the question? What is the question? Is water wetter than ice, or is ice wetter than water? They're both equally wet. One is just in liquid form, and another is in solid form. They're both pretty wet. They're both pretty wet. One is colder than the other two, but you know. They're both pretty wet. They're both pretty wet. One is, I guess, hard wetness, and the other is soft wetness. Call it something. I hope that answered your question. But welcome everyone to the stream. I hope you enjoy. Bienvenidos al stream. I almost said it in French afterwards. No. My French is not that good, probably. Maybe good enough to understand. It's an evil thing. Sorry about that. I'm good, I'm good. Hi. I'm gonna drink something. Where did I leave it? That's here. I actually need to fix this wall. I didn't. Da 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 da. Yoink. Sticky back over there. Ta-da! Actually... Scratchy Marno. I hope y'all are doing well. Welcome, welcome. I'm a sit-in. Yeah, too. Is grass green? Ah, question. I mean, depends, you know. In general, yes. In general, yes. What if it's grass made from alien grass? What if it's blue? No. What if it's blue? I mean, the grass in general is green, yeah. In general. The big question is the sky blue? Hydrate, stretch. Stretch is actually a good idea, no? Stretching. See, the sky is not necessarily blue outside right now because it's morning. It's 6 a.m. It's sunrise. That actually changed. I just didn't have a camera turned there. And so the sky is now. I can hear birds in the background. The music might be muffling it to this morning. So. Thank you for the follow, Anton. Welcome to Alpin's Eye. You possibly jump outside that window. Technically, it's possible, but I made it not work. For now. But you can even open the windows, and it's actually raining outside. It's possible. Just not a good idea. The way I have everything aligned, if I try to jump out of this window right now, I would jump out of my actual window because this window is aligned with my office's window. So if I jumped out, I would literally be jumping out. So let's not do that. But it would be possible, technically, yes. It would be technically possible, yes. Back on stream, Anton. Enjoy. Hi. It would be realistic, yeah, absolutely. It would be absolutely realistic. You can throw a penny down and see if it kills someone. Considering it's 6 a.m. for me, I don't think I would hit anyone. But I could technically open the window and throw a penny out. Yes, I could. But it wouldn't kill anyone. It wouldn't do that. No. Definitely wouldn't do that. It'll be science for one day. And look down and be like, someone down there? Let's not do that. That'd be terrible. We don't want to kill anyone. Yeah? It would be realistic. Except the TV, you know. Technically. This is what's actually there if I turn off the TV. My actual things, but you know. Hold on. Go on the next flight out to Europe and stand on the ground to cut you. No! Nice dance. Can you do the Gangnam Style? I mean, I do dance, actually, but I was not dancing. I was just doing a little wiggle thing. I do dance, yes. If I can do the Gangnam Style, I don't know. I can do freestyle. I can do belly dancing. And stuff like that. Or you know the wiggle, like the emote is doing. Oh wait, the emote. I don't think you. Thank you for the headbutt. I don't think you can see the dance. You can see the emotes in the stream. Jump style. We jump and then we do a triple backflip or something. That will work, right? Let's do a jump style. Jump style. Can I do it? Let's do the jump style. Maybe. Thank you for the gather. See the jump style. If I've ridden my 2-year-old cousin, yeah. It's Elena Paris. You're. Good thing I stretched before that. Yeah. Imagine. Imagine. This is very calm music. It's not. It's conducive to a different type of dancing and chilling. It's more, I guess, for visual ASMR kind of thing. Not so much. Actually doing something. I hope the camera's not. It's being smooth. I hope. That camera's smoothing on it. Try and not make it as out of control. You call it something. Let me grab it here. Da, 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 da. 10 days, 22 hours. That's actually a lot, you know? It's actually a lot. Has it been 2 hours and 22 minutes? Okay. Is it common in your area to fight roaches or ants because of your... no? Count to 10. I have no idea about roaches or ants. Count to 10? I don't know. I guess eventually you start saying like cow 10? I don't know. I was Waldo. Welcome stream. Up to the now. I don't know if cow 10 is the thing, but never mind. Why never mind? It is good morning, yes, it is good morning. Hi. Good mornings. Hope you're doing well. I keep forgetting your different time zone. Yes. Yes, I am. Some evil time zone. It's 6 something. Oh, right. You can't actually see the clock on the wall. I forgot about that. The clock on the wall does not appear on stream. There's the clock over there. You just can't see it. I need to grab one and put one in the world that is actually visible for the stream. So everyone can see it. Not just me. One day. One day. Today is not the day, but one day we'll do it. One day. That is not the day. Don't worry about it. But one day. What are time zones anyway? You know, what are time zones? A lollipop, no guarantee. Should I steal it or lick it and then give it back? You shouldn't do any of those things and let the kid be in peace. Eating the lollipop. Don't do either of them. Just keep it as is, you know? That's the way. This is the way. Oh, my jeepers. Hi. Hello. I'm alive. Okay. Well, don't steal anything from the poor kids. Because that'd be bad. What games you live stream? Depends, really. I do a lot of chatting and just chattings, and we'll resume doing ASMR at some point. But it depends. I don't have a specific game that I stream. I just stream whatever. Like, I've streamed Dispatch, I've streamed Bloodborne, I've streamed Streets of Rage, I've streamed Final Fantasy, I have streamed Phantasy Star, I have streamed Virtual One, I've streamed Tekken, I have indeed streamed Destiny, I've streamed Sonic games, I've streamed No Man's Sky, I've streamed lots of retro games and more modern games. So, I just stream whatever I feel like it. Wherever I might be playing. Like, I primarily do a lot of chatting and dancing and showing things I work on and so on and so forth. This I'll be, at some point during this year, I'll be doing game dev streams, since I also do game dev. Things like that. But it depends. I talk tech a lot, because I'm involved in all sorts of tech things, so I also talk about them. VR tech, computer tech, stuff like that. I do commentary on them, and so on and so forth. So I do a little bit of everything. I do a little bit of everything. Oh yeah, I've also done Minecraft at some point. I did Hytale earlier this week. Wednesday, I did Hytale. Try it out. So I streamed Hytale on Linux, of all things. Yeah. Silly tomboy here. A lot of things can happen in mushrooms. But one thing I can promise, you're gonna get me. Because I'm always me. I guess that, I hope that answers the question. I'm always moving. I can't just sit still often. I'm always on the move in some way. Hard for me to sit still. I still want to do gym stream at some point. I do have the treadmill here. You don't see it. It's not represented in the world yet, but it will be. Then I'll do gym streams. Why not? Why not? Oh, sorry about that. Have you ever heard of the story of the guinea pig called Rain? What? I don't think so. No? The guinea pig called Randy. The poor Randy, what did he do? What did he do? Poor guinea pig. Did you take over the world? I hope so. At least it's not Randy Pitchford. Sorry about that. The guinea pig censured house lord. One night the staff found that Randy was always tired and sleeping for like days. Breaks out and goes to the female closure. God damn. Yeah, I can see why he would be sleeping for days, yeah. That is, that's pretty wild, alright. That's pretty wild, alright. Jesus. She went hog wild. I'll see myself out. I'll see myself out. That was terrible. I'll see myself out for that one. I'll see myself out. Could be worse, I guess, right? Wait a minute. Who's that next to you? Oh. Who's next to me? I don't know what you mean. Is there someone next to me? Here's my ghost. Unless you mean Mini-me? Is that what you mean? There she is. She doesn't like to be picked up. She doesn't like to be picked up. It's just Mini-me. She's just chilling down there, see? She's chilling down there. See? Look at her go. See? And my ghost is here too. See? Look at my ghost. She's just chilling. He's chilling with me too. Hey, where's that? See? 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 Probably haven't done the audio trend put someone and they run in their audio trend? What? The way she does? She's doing this? Is that a trend now? I just decided to do this and I've been doing it for several months because I wanted to have a mini-me. I won't be able to see it right now, so even if you see it, put it in the me or something, and I'll check it after the stream. I've never seen it. I didn't even know it was a trend. The more you know. Always learning, you know? Learning good. Hmm. Up. I check the light here in the computer. No, it's like it's good. Oh. No drop frames, that's good. Okay. I'm getting some weird glitches and I think it's something the meta's been doing. Well, hopefully that'll be fixed in this game frame. I guess so far we're on track also for the February Donathon. So it'll be okay. Nothing mandatory. Streams will just go as normal. But that'll be a Donathon with it. Going alongside it. But it's all good. I do need to figure out something. I have to show the goals. I can't show them on the screen itself. It'll probably take up too much space. I may have to like have a command. The people redeem it and it appears. I guess maybe. I don't know how yet, but I'll figure something out. I'll figure something out. It just appears on the thing. I'll figure something out. All will be well, yeah. Oh, sorry about that. Just a little bagel. Be worried about it. Just being silly. I guess I'll know what you mean after the thing. Oh, and I slipped a lot. Still recovering, I guess. That is okay. We'll manage, you know? We'll manage. Quite excited to see how things will go. I have nice plans for this year. I really want to make them work. I want to make things go well and smooth. Hopefully everyone will enjoy. Lots of the plans will start in February. Like, actual regular schedules will be normal. As best as I can, anyway. So we'll see how it goes. So much to do, so little time, you know. Anyway. Hopefully all will be well. Let's sit down a bit. Off. Way too much on the edge of it. There we go. Hi. Let me open this here. Actually. Oh, they fixed it. Okay. Let me just open that here. I can read chat even if it's here, you know? There we go. There we go. What? I clicked on there we go. Hope y'all are doing well. Thank y'all for being here. I hope y'all are enjoying so far as we go. And just chill. Oh my Jesus, hi. I guess I've been more tired than I expected. But it's okay. I'll manage. Oh. Lights out. I mean, there's still lights over there, but different. I think you heard the noise there. Maybe you did. Oh yeah, I forgot to do this. I actually turned this off. I keep forgetting that. I keep forgetting that, but I need to remember for next time. Soon. I just need to remember. Actually, can I fix that? Let's try to do that. Might be tricky. We'll see. Hi, Profess. Welcome to the stream. Open day. Hi. Hope we're doing well. Just chilling, don't worry. We're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Actually, want to try something. Oh, that's gonna make that disappear, isn't it? Yes, it will. It's okay. I'll try it later. Still on the stream, but later. You know what? Try it now. Wait just a second. I'm aiming slightly up. So I can do this correctly. Oh yeah, this is working. Okay. Yeah. Let me see if it works. It should. It should. Once there's that more of a beat. Once there's more of a beat. It should start. Yeah. The audio link works. Welcome back as well, though. Instagram lines. I understand that. Dunk, dunk, dunk. The Instagram line. Dunk. Ew. I'm glowing. Yeah, it's from my dance model. Her dance version and ASMR and stuff. This one glows at the sound of music. See? I don't show it off a lot because I haven't been doing a lot of dancing stuff, but I do have it ready. I want to do it soon. Again. Too well coming. Jesus Christ. Funny enough, the effect is actually in the shape of my logo. I can actually make it visible. This is a black effect. And you can see the thing. Or was it just this? If I make this appear, this is actually my logo glowing. But I shaped it as the form of the effect for dancing. So when I dance, and there's music that triggers it, it appears. There's multiple effects. You guys should see my logo over there too. That can trigger the other thing. But you found the thing, so that's what matters. Wait, where's the There it is. Thank you, guys, you like it. Like my Okay, I haven't done this in a while. Sometimes I forgot. Oh! Thank you for the raid! It's also like it's cool. Adorable. Architecty. Thank you for the raid. Hope everyone had fun. Hope you're doing well. Hi, hi. Hope it was a good tea. Let me do the shout out. Da, da, da. Oh, thank you for your day. We're playing Minecraft. Nice. Hope you had fun. Hope everyone had fun. Thank you for the raid. It's about to good. We're just chilling. And then I was showing my dance model with the music. With the light effects, the glow depending on the beat of the music. And I was trying to remember what were the hand particles. Oh, that's glitched. Never mind. Need to fix that. Forgot about that. And when I dance, I can have things in my hands. I can mix them. But that one is glitched. I'll have to fix that one that was glitched. With the faithful backrooms might have been slightly getting trounced. Oh no! It was not supposed to be big, nefarious pink blobs of squares, you know. I will have to fix that. Oh wait. And I can have it on both hands, so that's the right, that's the left, and then I need to remember these, I forgot. Oh, I enabled everything at the same time. That was not smart. You'll see the feed one in a moment once I make it work. All right, and then nope, nope. Yeah, that was it. It'll make sense why I'm stepping on things in a moment. Okay, that'll make sense then. And so, for the dancing, if I'm dancing, I can also do it on the feed. Yes, he trailed me. And then so that's how everything is prepared for me to do things while dancing. There's multiple effects. I can mix and match. You know, like the trails and all that. So I made it all to work like that. There's multiple effects. Um, I can choose them. Like, I'll show with this foot. Let me disable that. This is the trail, right? Let me disable the trail. Like the step depends, right? There's multiple effects that I can mix. Like, let's go now. Thank you, Archie. Thank you for being here. Bye bye. Like, no step. This step. Little explosion. Oh, I didn't trigger. Oh, it's just a little smoke thing, right? That's not. But you can mix. For example, let's say you want this, and you mix the other wave. So it does both. Or that. And then, bonk. A little shockwave. Or a 3D effect that goes up randomly. That was fun. So it really depends on how I want to do it. I can mix and match how I want everything. And go from there. So I've been preparing things for 2026. I do need to fix that one that is broken. That was not supposed to happen. This was not supposed to happen. That was not supposed to happen. So I need to fix that. I need to fix that. So that'll be for later. Y'all know my orbs. You've seen my orbs before. Yeah. And there's two. So I can mix and match them. So, hope we're dancing. I'm not gonna get the full effect. Wait. If I put the camera here, you'll see a little bit better. My flashing flies. Yeah, it's to be a bit of a relaxing thing, I think. So it's a distraction by flashing and so on, but in a way to try and be relaxing in a visual ASMR, not audio, but visual, like this here, for example. Um, This also works to the beat of the music. This is the funny little thing is, and then All for the visual aspect. I need to lower the volume a little bit to not be as, I guess, disturbing if I'm doing just a visual ASMR thing. I made it so that I need to actually flicker. So if I'm just like this, just open the hand, it doesn't flick. If I open the hand and flick, it shifts. I tried to make it be as close as possible to actually working with a real sword. Well, if you're actually holding a katana or something, right? It's basically what lightsabers are. Just sci-fi katanas of sorts. So I can spin it. By doing wrist flicks. It works. Ta-da! And yeah, the ta-da! Works on either hand. So I can actually shift. So I need to glitch it, fix a glitch that sometimes if I throw, because I can throw it, it goes in the wrong direction. So I can need to and so on. Fun thing is, you know. But for the dancing and so on and so forth, it's only on this one. It's not on the other. So the ghost. The ghost is present. You can see it in my hand. The ghost is always present there. And then the effect is on. I have other outfit, but these are the ones that the outfit has this, the effects. Maybe I'll add 10 more. For fun, you know. So it kind of works. If I turn on the lights, so you can actually see it's just my gym outfit. For anyone who's seen it. Myself busy during the snow and but sleeping when it's cold. Yes! Yes, it is. I absolutely understand what you mean. It's like, nice and warm. I understand that. I definitely understand that. I'm gonna switch back to normal. One thing is for sure, do stay warm. Because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be cold as shite. So definitely do your best to stay warm. Wait, where's the... There it is. Boink. I'm back! Yeah! Well, non-dancey version. Maybe I can figure this outfit. This one. It's also work as a dancey thing. Because this is a recent one. So we'll see. We'll see what I can do. But I definitely understand, like, earlier even on... Because it's also cold as shite here. And snowing. It was snowing and hasn't snowed here in years. I was in bed and I was like, I kinda just want to stay here. But, yeah. So I get it. I definitely get it. I get it. The comfiness is there. You just stay there. Nice warmness. So I get it. Oh, let me set tonight real quick. Let's check something that I don't remember checking. Oh, the guy's low. Okay, we're good. Hi, Lord of Darkness. Welcome stream. Welcome time. Thank you for the follow. Yoink. Let me do that again. We're back to normal. No longer in the darkness. But we have Lord of Darkness there, so welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. And I hope you enjoy. Thank you for the follow. Ignore the big TV here. I'll try and make it a bit smaller. Just a bit. Just a little bit. Just only a little bit. Because if I turn it off, things are not this big. So it'll be okay. Let me see the time real quick. Good. Can I go for a bit more? Because I'm gonna have a birthday in the family today. I'll have to get ready. At some point. Get a few things ready and so on and stuff. There'll be no mom visitor today. It'll just be preparation for the birthday thing later. So. But it'll be okay. Something killer as we slowly and progressively wrap up the stream. Cute cat. Yes. There's a neat cute kitty just chilling over there. There was indeed a cute kitty in the background. But he's okay. But I will say, as I wrap up, thank you all for being here. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope y'all have a great rest of your weekend. Back up for sport. And now I'll hopefully be posting at Saturday back on stream. You appeared right as I was wrapping up. But thank you for being here. Hopefully you'll be able to catch the next one. Thank you for being here. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for support. I'll be posting things maybe at the end of next week about the Donathon for February. But soon. Once again. Mwah. Love y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Bye bye. Have a great rest of your weekend and Saturday. Once again, thank you for being here. Bye bye, everyone. Mwah. Now let me go here to the computer. Let me turn off this thing. As I turn off the computer. Yes, this is actually where my computer is. To turn things off. Um, and here we go. Bye bye.